100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
Here we go. 30 base. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with us.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They run with Howard. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Ready. 15.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Linebackers still often control defenses, and C.J. Mosley does exactly that for his. A Pro Bowler 3 of his first 4 years. Not only can he run and hit, he diagnoses plays so well, feels them out, and makes sure his team is organized and in the right spot on each and every snap.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Down to 70, Indy. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Look at me. Door. Get it.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's our time.
2nd and 11. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Hey, exit. Go.
On 1st down, Herbert. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We ain't giving them nothing with that.
Here's Darnold. Open man is Higgins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go, son.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
58, watch the slap, watch the slap.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Darnold on 3rd down. Caught here by Bell. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert, he leaves this one for Howard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Herbert. And able to find Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Howard. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw. Herbert gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines, is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No surprise. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Oh, ball. That's our ball. That's our ball.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now Bell stepped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Landry now on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
60 outlaw.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. This one caught by Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That one complete to Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The previous
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into the...
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Herbert. And that's complete. It's Green here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Darnold to throw again. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert finding Green complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's got the hook up to Landry. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 6. Less than 90 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that's going to be incomplete. That one, it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take.
There he goes, right side. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
McManus now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.